Hey guys, my name is Daniel Kovacs. I'm from Hungary and I'm a senior concept artist here at Ubisoft Abu Dhabi. I'm working mostly on our local titles such as Clash of Beasts and Growtopia and other unannounced stuff. I'm also working in co-development with Ubisoft Red Links on Gwen's Getaway. I come from a fantasy illustration background, so my favorite definitely would be Clash of Beasts, because I'm mostly geared towards character and creature design. If someone who isn't a game developer asks me, I just tell them I draw stuff for video games. Now, if you want the more professional answer, I would say I take the idea of the game designer and try to shape it into a tangible, visually appealing and coherent world through the guidance of my art director and the help of my art team colleagues. I'm using Photoshop for the majority of my drawing and painting needs, but recently I've been using the iPad more and more, mostly because of amazing software like Adobe Fresco and Procreate. I can just take my iPad and sit down in a comfortable corner of the office and draw in a much more relaxed way. For my 3D needs, I use Substance Painter for any 3D texturing, and I use Blender for any other general 3D work, such as creating blockouts to speed up the illustration or concept art process. I wake up early on most days, walk my dog, try to go to the gym, and then I drive to work. Once I arrive at work, I spend the first half an hour doing some sketches and studies just to warm up my brain and my muscle memory. And I try to tackle the most difficult tasks in the first half of the day when my brain is still fresh and I can still think in the most creative ways. After that, I take my lunchtime, I play some games with my colleagues, do some drawing and sketching, or just try to relax for a bit. And after that, I go back to work and try to build upon whatever I achieved in the first half of the day. Usually, this is just a kind of a refinement process. It's a lot easier on my mind, so I can just chill out, listen to some music, and finish my tasks. And try to finish something which I can immediately kickstart my day on the day after. I start by reading the brief prepared for me by the designers. I scratch my head for a while and then start with some doodles and sketches just to try to figure out the general direction that I want to take the concept in. And after that, I actually start the iterative process where, with the help of my teammates and my art leads, I go through sketching and color phases and just refine the concept more and more. Once we have something that is presentable, we can hand it over to the design team for another feedback round and hopefully arrive at the final concept. I try to expand my knowledge and my visual library every day as much as I can. I watch documentaries about all sorts of things like technology, nature, and animals. I try to travel as much as I can, and I also keep up with the current video game concept art trends. And I try to draw and paint as much as I can to integrate all of these experiences into my visual library and memory. All of this feeds into a well of creativity from which I can draw my ideas from. It's a lot easier to approach a subject when I have a lot of knowledge about it, because then I know exactly what parts to change or stylize to get the results that I want to get. This is always the hardest part because there are so many directions I could take a design in. I follow the design brief and I stick to the art and design fundamentals. So this creates a sort of a safety net, and I don't go and create very outlandish or just weird concepts, because that's not really my goal. One of my concept art heroes, Feng Zhu, always brings this example of a world where everything is made out of chewed bubblegum. Sure, it's a unique idea, but it's also extremely weird and it doesn't really have any commercial use, so there is no point. You can find Clash of Beasts and Growtopia on any mobile game stores, and you can also find Growtopia on PC. Vans Getaway will also come to App Store soon. I'm also excited for you to see and play projects that I unfortunately can't talk about yet. See ya!